Ball is snapped, placed, kicked, and it is...
All rise.
All right. Be seated. We're here to discuss today the state of Illinois versus Cody Parkey. Has the jury reached a verdict? Just what I thought. Cody Parkey, please rise. Excuse me, will the defendant please rise? Cody Parkey, this court finds you not guilty of missing that field goal. Whoa. There was clear evidence that Trayvon Hester tipped that ball. Chicago, state of Illinois, we must not blame this man for missing that field goal. And we will not blame this man. It simply came down to great coaching by Doug Peterson by calling that timeout. And then Trayvon Hester with one finger or two deflecting that ball. That's all it was. So, Cody Parkey, you're free to go. And I mean it to free agency because I think Chicago doesn't want you there anymore. So if I were you, I would pack your bags and go. And just go. Wherever it is God may take you. This code is adjourned.
E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
I told y'all. I told all of you. It was going to be judgment time. My Philadelphia Eagles. I could not be so proud of this team right now. This team is freaking unbelievable. I will start with the emotional roller coaster I went through yesterday. It was, after last year, maybe I should be accustomed to this, but this takes it to a whole other level. Why do I say that? All week, I was angry. All week. Because what did I keep hearing? From Kay Adams and Good Morning Football, from Stephen A. Smith, from Shannon Sharp, from LT. Who's that other? His name's Tyson, I believe. From one, Colin Coward. All these people. The Eagles have no shot in winning this game. Zero. Nada. And I kept talking about the disrespect this team received. The disrespect this team received. It was unbelievable. It's like they never been there before. It's like it was a rookie team. Oh man. It was frustrating at times. Had to hear from my closest friends, co-workers, everybody just got no shot, nothing, zero, not a silch. And what's funny is I was getting support from Cowboys fans. It's like, it's ridiculous. I was being, the people that usually support my team, they couldn't even come close to supporting my team. And the people that hate my team were the ones that were supporting my team. Now, I get it too. It was not really support, okay? Because I know you Cowboys fans want to go to LA. And I would too. I would love to go to LA. Is a home game for any team, really. And if the Eagles game versus the Rams game was no testament to that, just wait till Sunday. And I hate to say it, if Cowboys fans shows up, they may have a slight advantage over the Rams. And I say slight because the Rams are a good team. They had a bye week. So they may have a slim chance of winning if the crowd helps them out. But I don't care about that. What am I talking about? I'm talking about my freaking Philadelphia Eagles going on the road against the number one defense. Against the number one defense. And they win. And they win. Unfreaking believable. Nick Foles, talk about clutch. Nick Foles against the number one defense with bruised ribs makes the game-winning drive on a 4th and goal. Whew. Golden Tate, touchdown. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. Oh man. I gotta take that off. It's getting really hot. Sorry guys. I'm just like, oh man. When I was, look, I'm not even gonna kid. I was shaking. I was like, is this season really gonna come down to a freaking 4th and goal? And what's funny, and Antonio, was it Antonio or was it? It was either one of my good Eagles friends, Antonio, or one of my good friends, Antonio, who's also an Eagles fan, or it was my coworker, Mason. And I was talking, and we were just joking. I want you to come down to a freaking 4th and goal, and I don't know if this was 4th and 1 or 4th and 3, and freaking Doug Peterson calls a freaking passing play and misses it, right? And it came down to a freaking 4th goal. I don't know if it was 4th and 3, 4th and 1, whatever it was, 4th and something, right? And I was like, oh my God, it's really coming down. It's like I was looking into the future. Like it was like on Saturday, right? I'm like, oh my, and then when I was watching it live, I'm like, oh my God. Oh crap. And okay, let's do it. And he calls a pass. I'm like, no! But I get it why he called the pass. You couldn't even run the ball against these guys, so I get it. So he calls the pass, and Golden Tate just makes a spectacular catch. Oh my God, I was happy. And then I'm like, oh man, but there's a lot of time left. And my sister, right, sitting right next to me, bro, they still have a lot of time, and they can score a touchdown and still win this game. And I just went, it's like, what is your problem? I'm already having a type 4 diabetic attack, and you're over there speaking all this nonsense. Shut up! Yeah, I was losing it, right? And what happens? Another thing I said, dude, I swear to God, this better not be. This was the conversation I was having with Antonio, but it was not me predicting that this would happen. It's just that the way it started to happen, because I said I just hope Foles doesn't have gives us the lead in the 4th, and it comes down to a field goal, or it comes down to something like that again. But I think we were discussing more of the Saints game, so that's what I say. I can really call this like a foreshadowing as to what happened yesterday, because really I think we're more talking about the Saints game. But I'm like, I just hope it doesn't come down to a freaking 4th quarter lead and they blow it again. And what happens? Kickoff return. He gains 40 yards in the kickoff return. They only need another 20. And Trubisky 2 passes now within field goal range. And I'm like, this is not happening. I'm like, I was shaking. I was about to lose my mind. I was like, oh God, this is not happening again. I can't believe that Nick Foles is about to lose the game because the special teams and the defense is going to screw it up. I'm like, oh my God. Oh. And then I started praying. I was like, God, blow it. Blow it. Just blow it blow it off target, right? Blow it off target. Because at that point, that's all you could really do. And then what happens, right? The first time Cody Parkey kicks it, Doug Peterson calls a timeout. And I'm like, okay, he's going to try to ice the kicker. Smart strategy by Doug Peterson. Amazing, right? Dougie P, man. That's the kudos to Dougie P too yesterday, man. And there were times I was questioning his play calling. Some of these plays were done, but when it came down to the crucial moments, he delivered. But anyways, so he kicks the ball, freezes the kicker, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna. I was like, one more, God. I'm like, come on, and kicks it. Left upright, doink, crossbar, doink, into the floor. Game over. I was like, oh my God, yes, yes. I was celebrating. I was excited. I was happy. Oh man, I got into a type 4 diabetic coma. As you saw, if any of you have seen the picture in my Facebook or Instagram, it's there. Oh man, I was like laying on the couch, like, I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you have a type 4 diabetic attack. And for all you that don't know, type 4 diabetes main symptom is caused by football stress. And type 4 diabetes actually does not exist, so it's a joke. So I was like, the game was over, and the Eagles win. The Eagles win. Once again, the Eagles beat the number 1 defense 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. All you analysts picked them, right? All you analysts picked that Chicago Bears and Khalil Mack was going to break Nick, and you Chicago Bears fans thought Khalil Mack was going to break down Nick Foles. I didn't hear Khalil Mack's name at all yesterday. Khalil who? Khalil who? Because according to this, your boy Floyd is the only man who got the sack yesterday. But your boy Smith and Amos got the interceptions. By the way, Nick, I don't know what you were doing throwing that ball in that, and I think it was a second interception. I don't know what the heck you were thinking, but whatever, man. But Khalil who? Khalil who? So let me get this straight. In the span of 3 weeks, this offensive line is playing out of their minds. Like, they're giving so much protection. It's insane. Jason Peters on Khalil Mack, it was one matchup I was afraid of because, you know, Jason Peters has recently been tend to be injury prone or he's letting guys go by. And then maybe he got a hit on Foles, but he didn't get a sack. But Jason Peters, I thought they were going to put Khalil Mack with Lane Johnson. No, they put Khalil Mack with Jason Peters, and Jason Peters held his ground. And I'm just like, amazing. But like I said, in the span of 3 weeks, this Philadelphia Eagles offensive line, and if this thing was stopped, there we go. I think I should pan this down a little bit. This Eagles offensive line has faced against Ndamukong Suh, Aaron Donald, J.J. Watt, and Khalil Mack. Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't these like the best of the best in the game right now? And they couldn't do anything against my Philadelphia Eagles offensive line. You kidding me? We just beat the number 1 defense. Oh, and before y'all say, oh, well, it was luck. It was lucky. It was just all luck. The unsung hero of this game, defensive tackle Trayvon Hester, who by the grace of God lifted him up, the Holy Spirit gave enough lift for Trayvon Hester to put his fingers, right, as the ball left the foot of Cody Parkey and hit his finger. All it took was a finger. And that caused enough deflection for Cody Parkey to miss his field goal. So Chicago Bears fans, cut Cody Parkey some slack. He was not entirely at fault. There was a simple deflection that, unfortunately for you guys, cost you your season. And you ought to blame yourselves, because you allowed the Philadelphia Eagles to come into the playoffs. You guys did that. You guys decided not to sit your starters against the Minnesota Vikings. Once you saw that LA Rams were up 21-3, you should have sit your starters, because you were going to have no shot of getting that number two seed. You probably could have beaten Minnesota again 3 times in 1 year, but you chose not to. You just chose to take the division rival out, and now you're out of the playoffs. Now you got to wait an off season, rebuild, and come back. But credit to you guys. You guys played a hell of a game. Trubisky played a lot better than I expected. You know, he was making passes in crucial moments. He was making plays. So, Mitchell Trubisky, my hat's off to you, sir. Where were you? 26 of 43 for 303 yards and 1 touchdown. I mean, for a guy who's never been in a playoff game before, my hat's off to you, man. You're going to be all right. Chicago Bears fans, if you guys can build your offense around him a little bit more, and develop him as a quarterback, you guys could have a shot. And this is why I said that right now I didn't trust that Chicago offense. I most trusted their defense. But their defense came to play as we expected. It was an ugly game. Big plays here and there, but I mean, it was an ugly game. It was a slow game, as many of us predicted. Only the analysts on TV said it was going to be a blowout. We had no shot. We were not going to run the ball against them. And for the most part, yeah, we didn't run the ball against them, but everybody thought we were just going to not even move the ball against the Bears. And that actually did not happen. The Philadelphia Eagles effectively moved the ball against the Bears. Through the air, through quick passes, through screen passes, whatever you want to take. Alshon Jeffrey got his, I think what he had, 6 catches for 80-something yards or something like that. But Michael Bennett and Timmy Jernigan on the defensive side getting both sacks on Mitchell Trubisky. Look, just our defensive, man, kudos to the freaking defense too, man. Whew, for most of the game, man, you guys played out. And why do I say most of the game? Because we all know they almost screwed it up in that last drive that allowed them to get in the field goal range. But for the most part, man, what can I say? This defense was played outstanding. I mean, those practice squads, guys. Was it LeBlanc or whatever? LeBlanc, Maddox. They were diving after balls. They were blocking balls. I mean, these were like practice squads or third string guys a couple of weeks ago, and they're playing at high level right now. It's insane. Except for not Maddox, LeBlanc. More that's what I'm getting to. But they're just I'm like, these guys are playing out of their minds. But this is a great victory for my Philadelphia Eagles. It's a great victory because I know we're gonna hear it this week too. We're practically we're gonna have no chance against the Saints. Who dat? Nobody can beat Drew Brees and I don't know what their stadium is called. In New Orleans, and it's not that I can't think of it right now. I was gonna say Mercedes-Benz, but that's what the Super Bowl is held. But anyways, nobody can beat them there. They're unstoppable. Blah blah blah. We just beat the number 1 defense. Now we're gonna go against an unstoppable offense. All right. later on in the week, I will. I'll probably discuss more of it. I'm gonna see where we're at because I know last time they kicked our butts really bad, 48-7. It was a disastrous game. It was terrible. But this is, like I said, this is not the Eagles team that you saw that week. The Eagles have been in playoff mode for about a month now. Ever since that Dallas game, that was what? December 9th. So let's see, Redskins, Texans, Rams, Bears. Yeah, 4 games, that's a month. So, and they're just going to keep going. They're just going to keep going. Freaking Nick Foles, man. You know, the more times this guy wins, the harder it's gonna make it for the Eagles in the offseason. But I really don't care about that right now. You know what, Nick? Keep doing you. Thank you very much for keeping our season alive. Thank you, defense, for giving Nick Foles the opportunity to work his magic. Because it really came down to you guys. You guys played out. It was more of the defense yesterday, really, than Nick Foles. Because Nick Foles was struggling. But that defense kept them in the game. And that defense allowed Nick Foles to work his magic. And that's why we're going to New Orleans. Again. This is a revenge tour. I'm telling you, this is a revenge tour right now. It begins on Sunday against the New Orleans Saints. It begins on Sunday with the New Orleans Saints. And I do kind of wish the freaking Cowboys beat the Rams so we can beat them in the NFC Championship game and get our revenge on them too. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm so happy with these Eagles right now. And I'm so pumped. And I can't wait 6 more days. It needs to be Sunday. It needs to be Sunday so I can be at my Eagles bar and rooting on my birds against the freaking New Orleans Saints. And with that being said, have a good day. Go Birds. On to the next. We're coming for you, Drew Brees. We're coming. It's judgment time.
Fatality.